In this presentation, you will learn about overhead projectors. An overhead projector or OHP helps in displaying still visual material as projection on a screen. It is a simple projector which is very easy to operate and therefore popular among teachers. It is better than using chalkboard as it helps the teacher talk and show visuals at the same time. As a teacher, you can observe the reaction of students and interact with them. It also helps in saving time as you can use these visuals or transparencies again and again. OHP does not require a darkened room and is easy to handle and transport from one classroom to another. Transparencies need to be designed and developed for achieving the objectives of teaching learning. There are two forms of OHP transparencies. One is single transparency. If you want to use 10 transparencies, then you have to make 10 single transparencies. Second is using a continuous roll of OHP transparencies. As you proceed with your classroom teaching, you unroll and show it over the OHP platform. Single transparency. Thick, transparent acetate sheets are used to display visual or textual material while talking in class. They can be stored in boxes with blank sheets of paper in between two transparencies to ensure that they do not stick together. Continuous roll. OHP has provision of winding acetate rolls from one end to other. You may start from one end to use it as you proceed through the class. Some may use it in lieu of chalkboard. Some may use it for calculation, derivations, etc. The roll may also be used where visuals need to be shown in continuity for better comprehension. Points to be kept in mind while preparing OHPs. As blank acetate sheets are slightly larger than the top glass frame of OHP, you should leave margins on all four sides. Prepare slides in landscape or horizontal position. If you need to use in portrait or vertical position, try not to use the bottom 1/3 portion. Use water-soluble or permanent marker pens according to context. When the slides are to be reused again, use of permanent pens are preferred, whereas for one-time use, water-soluble pens are preferred. Bold, strong colors like black, red, blue, and green are preferred as they provide good contrast on transparent sheets. Preferably, 8 lines should be written per transparency and 8 words per line. This makes it readable with the naked eye from 2 meters, enabling students sitting at the back to read it clearly. Ensure that all students can see the whole screen. Larger the screen used, better is the projection showing the details. While teaching, progressive disclosure of the slides should be used. The transparency is totally covered with paper. You reveal the portion being discussed in class progressively as the classroom teaching proceeds. This helps the learners in concentrating on the topic being discussed and keeps alive the curiosity about the next point to be discussed. You should face the class while explaining a concept with the help of OHP slides. The presentation speed should be controlled. Use a pointer to focus on the points being discussed. Switch off the projector when not needed. In today's times of LCD projectors, the OHP projector is now becoming redundant, but it is always good to know how to use the same so that you are aware. Advantages of transparencies and overhead projectors. There are some important advantages to using transparencies. They enable you to face the class at all times, prepare beforehand to make your lecture more presentable and effective, make effective use of color, show both transparent and opaque objects which will be greatly enlarged, make things appear to increase or grow by the use of overlays, and demonstrate movement or animation. Disadvantages or limitations of transparencies and overhead projectors. The disadvantages of the medium, according to Lever, results from the limitations of the OHP, which need a constant supply of electricity as well as spare bulbs and fuses. It needs to be maintained and serviced from time to time. It must be switched off when not in use, or otherwise it distracts the attention from the lecturer. Should not be moved immediately after use because the filament will be hot and can break easily. It requires you to have a constant supply of OHP pens, which should not be left open because they dry quickly. Thank you for watching the presentation. Do like, subscribe, share, and leave your comments about this presentation or any other topics you would like to learn more about.